Oh my god, everybody, look out. It's the Spider-Mans! Hey everybody, welcome to the MaffmanJones movie channel. I'm your host, John Maffio, and today we're talking about the first trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming. It's the latest entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's directed by John Watts. It stars Tom Holland, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. is in there. We have a few other well-known actors. Michael Keaton is Vulture, Zendaya is playing Mary Jane or somebody. I'm a fan of this trailer. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to get right into the faults. I am getting worried a little bit that this movie is, by trailer standards, appearing like any typical Marvel movie. And what I'm saying is, the formula for Marvel movies in the cinematic universe isn't bad, but I'm going to be honest when I say that the novelty is looking like it's starting to wear off a little bit. I really like Doctor Strange, but I was not a fan in a way of how formulaic the story was. But I understand it's an origin movie, so it had to do something to get audiences in, and did a lot of other creative things otherwise. The nuances and the intrinsic details within this movie look really, really amazing. Pun intended. Anybody who knows me knows I've been a Spider-Man fan my entire life, and I see the fandom coming through in this movie, and the essence of the character and his world is definitely shining in an accurate portrayal. But something about the trailer just kind of seemed off, and it might be just the trailer, but they are showing a lot of Tony Stark in this trailer. I'm going to blame that on the marketing and the fact that they're trying to get people in seats. But I don't think Tony's going to have that big of a role in the movie still. From what I understand, it looks like Peter is trying to impress Tony and trying to get him to be recruited on the Avengers team. And it looks like one of the main plots of the movie. But I hope it evolves into Peter realizing he doesn't need the Avengers. He can be his own guy and do his own thing, because with great power comes great responsibility, and he doesn't have to work with all these superpowered people to do what he does. He's Spider-Man. He's his own being. He wants to make his world and his city a better place from the gifts that he was blessed, or you could say cursed with. It looks like they're deviating from the whole Uncle Ben thing, which I don't mind, and it's making their own movie. They're making like a John Hughes-inspired high school movie where Peter's dealing with the struggles, the trials and tribulations of high school while also trying to be a superhero. The opening scene of the trailer is great, with him having banter with the robbers that have the Avengers masks on. I really like Peter's friend in the movie. Don't know the actor's name, but I like the dynamic between them two, and it really sucks that he was holding a fully created Death Star Lego, and he dropped the Death Star, and the whole thing that kind of broke my heart. Do you know how long those things take to make? A long time. I watched the international trailer too, and we do get a glimpse of Shocker, but I'm not sure if it's the actor from the Fargo TV show or the guy who looks like Tom Hardy and he was in Prometheus. I'm not sure which one is playing Shocker, but it looks like, based on this trailer, unless he gets a new costume, they're going away from a traditional costume and kind of making it more of like a burglar with high-tech feel, which I don't mind. I love the little snippets we get of Michael Keaton as Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture. The costume is growing on me. I'm starting to really like the intimidating technological aspect that they're approaching for that character, and he sounds intimidating. Peter Parker, at this point, besides Civil War, I imagine, hasn't been doing much on a significant level, but Michael Keaton's character is like the first person in his life who is threatening to kill everybody he loves. That's a big deal. So I'm looking forward to seeing if Michael Keaton can really bring, well, I know he's going to bring it. Hopefully the screenplay and his character arc brings it too, because that's where it's going to really hit. Because Spider-Man villains are the best, and if they treat his villains like they do for a lot of other villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm going to be disappointed heavily. But it looks like even if the character is wasted, it looks like Michael Keaton's going to give a hell of a performance as the character, and he's going to kick Spidey's ass. Also, shout out to the Staten Island Ferry being a giant action set piece for Spider-Man, doing a little thing that's like this train scene in Spider-Man 2 where he has to hold the train down, but now he's trying to hold the Staten Island Ferry together because it's like falling apart, cracking in two, kind of like the Titanic. And Adrian Toomes is from Staten Island, so if Staten Island gets a lot of significance in this movie because he lives there, we do see Iron Man and Spider-Man flying and swinging alongside each other in the streets of Manhattan. I'm going to go out of my way, though, to say this is probably one of the last shots of the movie. because I really don't want Iron Man to interfere with Spider-Man's personal struggles. I mean, he's giving him upgrades to the suit, and I'm sure there's going to be a good dynamic there, but I don't want Iron Man to show up and help Spider-Man. It would kind of defeat the purpose of his character for his own movies, in my opinion, but we'll have to see what happens. But I could see that shot, particularly the last shot of the trailer, being one of the last shots of the movie. Overall, though, I'm excited for Spider-Man Homecoming. I still don't think we're ever going to get better movies than the first two Raimi movies. They just have like a fierce stylistic approach with Sam Raimi. His direction was incredible for the first two movies, and they're classics now, and the music, the actors, the direction of the story, everything came together beautifully. I don't think we're going to get movies better than those, but I'm looking forward to seeing if this is better than the first two Amazing Spider-Man movies and the third Spider-Man Raimi movie, and hopefully it's a really fun time that has a really nice vibe and really gets us into the characters for future sequels, because you know there's going to be future sequels with crazy villains. Kraven the Hunter, get him in there. So basically, I'm excited, but I'm also cautious because I'm afraid the story might be a little bland. But now I want to know from you guys, what did you think of the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my other videos and social media in the info box. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'll see you guys next time.